everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Alicia and it's nice to meet you guys. Please subscribe to my channel and you guys can be updated on my newest videos. I do try to post them at least once a week. I'm trying to get back on track, so please support me. So today's video will be on the Lorac Pro 3 palette, and I will be doing some swatches on some of the shadows and just going over this palette. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. And don't forget to thumbs up this video, please. This is the Lorac 3 Pro palette, and it is a City Lights collection, and it ranges of a lot of different colors here. And the color ranges of these are so beautiful. They're very pigmented. It's kind of a mixture of all the palettes in one. A lot of people do compare these to the Urban Decay's 1, 2, and 3, which is like the warms, cools, and the rose gold. However, I really love the color combinations that they offer here. You can use it with or without eye primer. It's just really great color payoff. So let's just talk about how obsessed I am with Lorac. Not only do I have the Lorac Pro 3 palette, I do have the first one, the second one, now the third one. I do have the contour palette here. I do have the small one, which is all matte colors. And I also do have the Lorac Pro to go. So I'll just open these briefly just to kind of go over the colors compared to the other palettes, and we'll go on with the demo. So this is the first palette. Please don't judge, it's really dirty. The first palette here, they all come with standard 16 shades. I like how the bottom row is all shimmers and the tops are all mattes. So this one here does have a little bit of some warms and some cools. Pretty easy to work with, and it does go well with every complexion out there. This is the second palette. So the second palette is a gray colored palette. Again, they're all nice and sleek. They're very easy to travel with. They're so thin. I mean, they're the bomb. I love this. So here again, you get 16 shades. You get the bottom row of shimmers and the top rows of mattes. Here, there's a little bit some cools and ashy tones. You got some greens and blues here, so it is a little bit different than the first. This one here is the Lorac Pro 3 palette, and here I like the colors a lot more because it's kind of a mixture of some cools and warms, but I do love how neutral this palette is, and they have really good transition colors here. I mean, all these colors, they swatch out pretty true to its shades. It's really pigmented like I mentioned. Look how shimmery they are. I mean, I'm not even using eye primer at the moment. The only thing that I did not like is the color Medallion. This one here is a shimmer color, but I feel like it's not as creamy. It's not as a creamier texture. So when I use this color, I have to either foil it with a setting spray on my brush. Otherwise, it just kind of flakes all onto your face when you're applying it on. But the rest of the colors are really beautiful. The color payoff, like I mentioned, is super amazing. And I love the packaging. It's really sleek. It has a large mirror so you can travel with it, and it's very thin. Here is the Lorac Pro to go. This is one of my originals and favorites. I like this because it does have the eyeshadows, it does have the bronzer and blush, again a large mirror, and it did come with I guess I still have the brushes in here. So it came with two little brushes that are dual ends. I took this with me to Vegas quite a few times, and also for my wedding day, and it's a little bit bulkier, but it's basically two palettes in one. So I really do like this one. This one here is my favorite contouring palette that I use like almost all the time. So again, look how nice and sleek that is. Easy to fold and travel with. This kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills color range. However, I don't know, this is not as ashy on me. I do like the warms and cool tones mixture, so I do mix them together, but it just comes out really soft and natural looking. The last little palette here is called the Lorac Mattes. This one here basically just has all your favorite matte shades. I like to take this with me when I'm traveling because it is small, easy to travel with and store, and although they're all matte shades, I can always bring like one single shimmer just to kind of brighten up the look. I do love the color choices on here. You got some like ashy cool tones and some warms, so you can really create a beautiful matte look without making it look too dramatic, but also fun and natural. My palette got all dirty. So there you have it. You have all the shimmers, and on top rows you have all the mattes. gonna show you this one right here. This color here is called light gold. Woo! Look at that highlight color. And this is a matte finish too. You can see how pigmented that is. And again, I'm not using any eye primer. Let's look at this cool taupe. This is a great transition color. Nice and taupey. Has a cool tone to it. Let's check out light pewter, which is my favorite shimmer color. Dark mocha. And let's check out the last color, amethyst. It's a really cool purpley magenta-ish color. This palette I purchased at Ulta. You can also purchase this at the loracosmetics.com. I like how this palette does come with a small eye primer. This one here is called the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer, and this one does work really, really well. It's a nice creamy base texture which smooths out the eyes and does apply on evenly and longevity. It's called the Lorac Pro palette. It does value at $44. So this palette is considered an artistry palette, which does come with 8 shades of shimmer and 8 shades of matte. It is pretty self-explanatory. I suggest you guys going to Ulta to kind of swatch them and feel the textures of them, but they are really, really amazing and I do highly recommend them. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids, and again I'm going to be using this, which is called the Behind the Scenes, and it is a creamy base texture. It looks just like this, which is a translucent color. I'm going to apply 2 little dots onto my eyelids. So I'm just going to apply this onto my eyelids all the way up to my brow bone. I'm the type of person who likes to prime the lids, work on the brows, and then eyeshadow, mascara, lashes, and all that. I kind of work from the top to the bottom, so I'll be right back. Let me just do my brows really quick. Since I went ahead and filled in my brows, I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I want to take the color Blanc here. And I'm just going to lightly apply this right under my brow arch just to kind of give it a slight lift. So I'm going to take a large fluffy brush and I'm going to take the color Cool Taupe, and I'm just going to look forward and basically just let this rock into my crease because I really want to deepen up the crease, and just doing circular motions to warm up my crease. The color payoff is so nice. It's so easy to blend. It's really pretty. So I want to define my crease right here. So I'm going to take a more defined brush. This one here is by Sigma, the E45. I'm going to take the color Dark Mocha. Just going to lightly get that onto the tip of the brush. Again, I just really want to define the crease. And the reason why I'm going back and forth is because it's so pigmented that if I touch it once and start blending, it's going to get really muddy and streaky. So I'm just trying to distribute the product on both sides of the eyes. Now I'm just really taking the tip of the brush into the eye socket and adding more color if needed. Now I'm just going to pack the color out on the outer corners. And whatever's remaining on the brush, I'm going to bring it to the center of the crease. I'm just going to add a little bit into the center here. And you get more controlled with a more pointier brush versus more of a big fluffier brush. But I am keeping this handy because I want to really blend the colors so there's no harsh lines. From my brow bone to my outer crease here, I'm just going to kind of put a little color in there so it doesn't look so spacey. And I'm going to be using the color Clay. And I'm going to use a large fluffy brush because I just want to feather it, soften up the crease line there. Now with the shimmers, I'm going to be using my fingers for this just because I really want to pack on the shades. And I always use the light pewter, so I think today I'm going to be doing the rose, what is it called? I'm going to use the rose bronze right here. So it kind of matches my fingernail, but please pardon my fingernails. I know it's jacked up right now, but I'm going to use this color here. And I'm just going to pack it onto the center of the lid. Then using your finger can really adhere the shadow onto the lids. sometimes when you are brushing it, it kind of falls out everywhere. By using dabbing motions, you can control of where you like to place the eyeshadow. I kind of want to do a halo, so I want to darken the outer corners as well as the inner corners. So I'm going to take that same color, dark mocha, and I'm just going to pack the colors onto the outer corner. And always tap out the excess products on your brush. The outer corners, I want to add a little bit of the truffle and mix it in with the jet black. So it's two types of blacks. One is a matte and one has a shimmer. So just really want to pack on that color there. And use whatever's left over on the inside. Okay, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and mascara, and I'll be right back in a second. I don't like to do any under eyes because it's just so harsh on me. Okay, that side's better because I had a lighter hand. So I need to fix this guy real quick. And I'm going to take the same rose bronze and apply it in the center. So this is the finished look. I did end up using eyeliner to just kind of define my lash line because the lashes that I have on right now, they're super thin. Although there is a little bit of a length, but they're just really thin. So I wanted to thicken it up, and I just paired it with a new look. And of course I blew dry my hair, so my hair is nice and fresh. This is the demo and review on the Lorac Pro 3 palette here. I hope you guys like the demo and review and the makeup tutorial. Again, I'll put everything in the info box below. So if you guys do like these videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you guys can get updated with my new videos. I do have a lot more tutorials and demo reviews coming up because I am getting a lot of shipment in the mail because I am a makeup junkie and just kind of trying out a whole bunch of new things here. So again, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye! And we'll grow.